Sup? Rue, Savior, Ricky, welcome. I have a poll up for this. Feo, welcome back. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of working right now. Trying to get something to work here. It hasn't been. But yeah, I got this. Let this poll go. Could also go through my notes here. Oh, there's also another thing. I could show you guys this. Oh, Captain Mal, welcome back. I could show this Dynamax Adventures thing. Maybe I do that towards the end of the stream. I figured out the whole Switch situation, so. Okay, I'm gonna give up on work. Let's see what's going on here. All right, we have a few of these votes in. I guess I can continue setting stuff up here. Oh, I guess I could also work on stabilizers for whatever the build is. Bitter Seeds. Welcome back. Alright, I gotta remember everything. I guess it kind of depends on what type of build I'm gonna do, right? Let's see, what does a Kohaku look like? How many stabilizers did a Kohaku have? I guess only 3, like normal. Someone vote for the F1. Are we just gonna all tie everything up? Is this 1.2? That's 1.2. Oh. I don't know what all of these are. Are these all the stabilizers I have left? That might be. Just haven't done these builds in a while. Oh yeah. I have the Owl Lab. Oh, this Owl Lab is kind of a weirdly incomplete set. This one does look complete. I guess I'm like kind of short on stabilizers, huh? I'll run out of stabilizers before I run out of boards. This actually is partially used. This one is new. Alright, so I guess we can go and use this one right here. Conan, welcome. Alright, Kohaku is in the lead. It's about halfway through. Either one of these. This is... What was the... There was a TX stabilizer I hated. Which one was that one again? I forgot. You know what's crazy is, you know, like I've been gone from keyboards for so long. It's like, you know, it's true. Like, I feel like it's that saying, you know, like if you don't use it, you lose it. And I just kind of like lost a lot of keyboard knowledge. Alright, let's grab what I need. It's like I forgot a lot of things. Like there's probably, like if I saw like any of my key sets unlabeled, I might not remember all of them. What else we got? Anything else I need? Guess we're not going to use that. Corn, welcome back. Alright, these tweezers are a little not good. Oh, for anyone just tuning in, feel free to get in on this poll if you want to choose what build. Is this what I want to do? I mean, I guess. We'll leave this here on the side. I'm going to grab a 7U. These, I think, are 7U. I think. Shoot, I don't have a 7U to compare to. Alright. Just a little bit left. Looks like we have F1 and Kohaku in the lead. Tied right now. If anyone wants to break that tie, feel free. If not, it'll probably go to... I don't know. I'll choose one. Alright, they tied. Okay, yeah, that's gotta be 7U. Okay. Let me go grab them and we can look at them. And then maybe decide there. I'll be right back. All right. Shoney's welcome. Take a look at what we got here. Oh, shit. What the fuck? That was kind of heavy, huh? There it is, f1 raw. Shonies, you just came in. I'm guessing you didn't vote on the poll. We're trying to pick what we want to do. Here's this f1 raw. I still haven't actually looked at this. Yeah, this is the beloved Kohaku. Trying to pick which one we want. What do you think? F1 for sure. They got rid of the Family Man emote. Both are solid, to be honest. Great, that narrows it down. So this is what kind of coat is this? I don't actually know. It's not Anno. If you have a key set that will work with that Kohaku. Powder coated pink. Powder coated pink. Kim K hoodie. I don't have hoodie. I sold hoodie a while back. Let me check if I had. Did I have plans for these? I don't have that one either. Okay, so the funny thing is I don't have plans for either of these. I had a plan, I don't know if you guys remember, I had a plan to do an f1-8x. That's up in the air, mostly because I don't really care about it that much anymore. I mean, like, if I was still doing an f1-8x, it's like I'm probably not going to run a real plate. I'll probably just run the same plate and then just not put switches or keycaps like on the spots that are not HHKB. But outside of that, I don't have a real plan. Let's see, do I have anything pink? I have Darling. I have Darling, but I was planning on putting that on the oblique. Do I have anything that's TKL only? I have a BSP green and cyan. GMK cyan. When did you put Beloved on the Beloved Kohaku? I don't have Beloved. I got this through Klexis. I guess I could put BSP green on this. Analog Dreams. I do have Analog Dreams, but I don't think it's... I think it's on something else already, which is not like I can't just go grab it, but... like, I might as well use it on... well, let's see. What is it on? It is currently on the Larva. White on black. Peach Blossom. Peach Blossom also in use. Yeah, I'm no closer to an answer now versus before. But you know what I do like about Kohaku is there's fewer stabilizers. First strike. Still looking. PSP. Damn, I have a bunch of pretty dark themed key sets, huh? I have Olivia. Olivia plus dark. Olivia dark. Materials, those are in use too. Let's look at what these boards would look like. Oh, that's not anything, is it? Alright, so here's the white version. I'm trying to figure out how many switches this needs. So this would normally be 60 up to here, because this is not split, but there's a control. So then there would be another 5, 6, 66. Olivia Dark on the Kohaku. That's what I was thinking. Let's look at the shoulder view. Whoa, what is this? Oh, as auto ISO at work, this is kind of a little too... it's a little too bright right there at that specific spot. Anyways, I mean, I guess I got the F1 earlier, so I guess I'll just do the F1. All right, a question. I guess I could ask it while I work on these stabilizers, but I think I also need more now. Alright, I guess I gotta also reload up on stabilizers soon. What do we got out of this, really? This is... I need to grab one more pair here. Alright, so this gets me, like, basically one... I guess I could use this for something like this split 60, just because there's exactly 4 left. Hey, go ahead, welcome. So split 60 could work. Otherwise, it's like 160 or 65 left over. Alright. Let's get it. What's like the current meta for stabilizers? Or since I don't care about this that much, I guess I didn't even have to use these. These are like, you know, the good ones, right? I think I have a bunch of like cherry. Let's see if I have enough. Swag keys, Type Plus stabilizers, TX stabilizers, not so great. Is that so? What's the situation with TX? Is it, did people discover that it was bad, or has it gotten worse, or what? What it or did just these other couple ones just blow it out of the water? These are already clipped. These all have fangs. Yeah, I don't like these because I think these are like just old and full of, I don't know what lube this is. So I'm a little bit worried about using these. TX AP was too tight. Oh yeah, AP. Those are the ones I hate. Oh yeah, those are ass. Yeah, because I have all these, whatever the heck it was before AP. Was it Rev 3? Is that what it was? What is there? Is there something after AP now? Is there like a new thing? Geon wires and cherry stems. Alright, this is like, I also don't know what this is either. Okay, I have a bunch of these like old cherry stabilizers. I guess I could retune these. I might want to clean these out first, because I don't know what weird stuff is in here. Roostery, by the way, welcome back. Night 10, also welcome. What else you got in here? All right. So what's the situation with the Swag Keys Knight and the Typeless? I know that like one of them, is it the Typeless? They have that weird like the wire curves in. How do people deal with that? Like whenever I see that, I get freaked out. Like I've just been seeing that here and there. Not that I've been actually using them. You know, kind of not that I've really been even doing anything keyboard related, but I see that I freak out. Like how are you supposed to deal with those? Is it not that hard? Who is that? Oh, Chutaro et moi. Are you able to follow? I feel like I'll save these. I'll save these for another build. Oh god, why is this not the right tray? Alright. Yeah, let me just try to clean these off. I don't know. Ooh, some of these are a little gross. What I think some of these are like, I bought boards that were already built that had like cherry stabilizers in them, and then just kind of redid the stabilizers. I'm gonna use like a paper towel or something. Vegeta, welcome back. Hello. Looks complicated but easy to use, easy to assemble. Okay, so here's another question. Again, I've been gone for very long, right? Has anything changed in the way that people build? Like, do people still use lubricant? Do people still, I don't know. Do people still lube, like, stabilizers? Probably hasn't changed that much. I've been streaming for like 30 minutes and have done nothing. Dry MX brown is kind of a thing. Interesting. I also need to cut some of these. Some of the previous cuts weren't even good from before. Whatever these builds were. I gave up on Twitch for 5 months, but I hear everyone loves Zycos on steel plates now. Are you being for real, or is that just, is the people you're hearing you? Here we go. one of these is not already trimmed. Pretty sure someone's dying outside on my side of the street. Ooh, I want to go check that out. Jer, welcome back, by the way. Possibly I'm lying. I'm not gonna lie, I get the feeling this is gonna be a long build, if not just because of these stabilizers. Also because this is, I mean, like, it's a TKL. There's just like so many more switches. But I've needed to build this for so long. Someone's getting really drunk. Seems probably more likely that. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7. Alright, that's not that helpful, is it? So I need 10? Is that right? How many? Okay, it's the normal enter, left shift, right shift, backspace. Yeah, you need 10. 10 of these guys. So that's 6. Because I'm staying up for a bit longer. Damn. Alright, so until I can move this this keyboard somewhere, which I'm like procrastinating on here, this shoulder cam is probably just not the move. Just because this auto ISO is going kind of crazy on the glare. P60 on my desk this week. I'm in love again. MMD. What is MMD? That's something I completely missed. Probably gonna need more of these guys just to do some of this cleaning. This cleaning is, I mean, it's, some of this stuff is kind of weird. Super low rent China manufacturer. Let's see. Alright. I think for the most part these should be cleaned out now. Just kind of mostly getting out these like old dusty lube chunks out of here. I'm gonna check to see that all these fangs are kind of clipped at least decently well. Seems like it. This one not so much. Not that one either. That one's alright. That one's alright. Not that one. This one's alright. Okay, so how many is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Perfect. Alright, some of these also have some gross, dusty old lubricant, like the actual stabilizer housings. Have a good stream. Thanks, Peter Seeds. Appreciate it. Picked up some Nikon F lenses for the ZF. Got a 200mm f4 chungus of a lens for $25 as a bargain, and the glass looks mighty clean. Does smell kind of funny though. I see. Nice. That's sick, actually. Good come up. I don't know which ones I cleaned already. Jedi Buzz, welcome back. So I think I'm probably not going to use a brush, but probably more of these applicators. Just because I don't want to get my brushes mixed up with all this old dusty lube and different lubricants all at the same time. Ooh, there's a lot in some of these in the back that I didn't check. Kind of gross. It's like there's a part of me wondering, did this come from like a build I bought, or is this like a really, really old build that I did? Because some of these are disgusting, and it's kind of got like that sort of like dielectric look, but like it's just like all over. Yo, raw one, yeah. Kind of remembering I used to reuse stabilizers, and it was just kind of nice to have like a stockpile full of like stabilizers that were already tuned. Okay, I'm just gonna start tuning. So we got 10 of these here, just good. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's some extras. Oh shit. What the hell? God damn. Okay. Feel the same way. I wanted to buy some bulk cherry clip-ins. I love your dress mat, by the way. This one was the... I don't remember, man. Again, this is like, for anyone just tuning in, appreciate you guys being here. I was mentioning earlier, it's like, because I've been gone for so long, like, I've forgotten a lot of information. You lose it after a while. Alright, try to go through these, hopefully not so much longer. I've already been cleaning this for like 15 minutes, so I might as well speed this up. It's gonna be a longer build because it's a TKO. There's like so much going on, you know. All right. I hope I'm inserting these properly. I need a little stem holder or something. Yeah, that's what I need. Let's see. Is this one good? Yeah. That helps. Any news in the last week about keyboard stuff? Still in some keyboard discords. I saw a new bowl board dropped. What's funny is I think, I don't know if Bowl has noticed, but it's like spelled differently on different pages. I think one of the pages is a typo. I think I know which one is the typo. Yeah, the Gehern, right? MXEC, other builds. I think one of the pages has the I and the R switched. So then I got a little confused. What do you guys think of it? I thought it looked pretty cool. I was like watching some, like I was looking through some pictures and watching a little bit of content on it, but you know what kind of turned me was I was looking today at the product page. I'm like, oh shit, they got teal. So that's like kind of exciting. Is it an unlimited group buy? Unlimited so they can become rich. I think I might have put too much. Teal looks nice, but I still prefer a bluish tone. Yeah, I mean, the teal's crazy. That's the thing. It's like I just feel like I don't see teal and like that kind of teal super frequently. Like the other colors are also really nice, and I think, yeah, that's like, these colors are sick. Like some of the other ones look great, but it's just like if I'm getting in on it, it's like I would probably go for the teal. Just because like I have so few teal boards. I want it in that color as well. Still pondering. Yeah. Okay, so that's the end of the plastic parts. Again, I'm saving those, but I do know that I have like about 1 million to use somewhere. Somewhere. Oh, here it is. Ooh. I was getting worried there for a little, but I'd lost them. So I need 4 of these. Oh, they're like some. I should probably try to make a match. Like some of these have like different sheens. Yeah, there we go. Some of them are shinier than others. Some of them are gold. 2-1, watching you from Bart, isn't that something? Ooh, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. We're gonna, oh, I should change the title, huh? F1 Raw. Alright, so here's a question I got for you guys. I don't really like heavy boards. Now, I know an F1 is not a board that like I'm gonna really use anyways. Just because it's a TKL. But a question I have. Should I just get rid of these internal weights? Does anyone do that? Do they just get rid of their internal weights sometimes if the board's like too heavy for their liking? Nope, heavy good. Wouldn't that change the sound significantly? I figure, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what to say other than like sometimes I am definitely willing to forego like sound just so that it could be lighter. I think that that's something I would actually do. Keep in mind the side profile isn't hard to grip. My dream stainless board is 40 pounds. What is it about a heavy board you don't like? Curious to hear. It's just heavy. I don't know what to say. At least it's harder to move. Like just physically more difficult to move, and on top of that, it's like feels like you gotta be more careful with it. Just seems like a little bit more prone to, like, okay, if it's heavy, like, prone to making mistakes, like accidentally bumping it against something, you know, possibly holding it incorrectly and then you drop it. Like, I have my share of heavy boards, and I feel like that's a problem I've always felt like I've faced. I got some of these, like, you know, they're like 8-pound 60% boards. It's ridiculous. Like, it's fun in theory, but, like, I don't know, I guess as a collector it gets a little tired. Frank, welcome back. Have you been dropping your heavy boards? I don't want to say it hasn't happened. Leave any marks on the floor? I haven't dropped any board on the floor. It's not any big accidental drops like that, but, you know, okay, like, here's just for example, is that, like, sometimes I'll take pictures of my keyboards on the floor, and then there are some boards that are, like, harder to grip, some boards that are a little bit heavier. Then I don't know, like, there's just, like, little accidents when you try to, like, reposition or just pick it up to set it down, pick it up to put it away, or it's just like, oh shit. That sound against something else was a little bit louder than I would have wanted it to be. That was a little more force than I expected. My signer got scuffed. I almost cried. Dang. Oh shit. It just occurred to me. These aren't clip-ins. Time to go to sleep. I'll catch up later. Alright. Thanks for dropping by. So I guess I'm going to have to look for some screws. Hopefully. My hope is that just kind of any... What is it? What are these? M2 by 4? Okay, my hope is that any M2 by 4 works for what I'm guessing are these GMK... I don't know if Cherry ever did screw-ins, but I'm guessing these are GMK screw-ins. And then the next thing is I hope I know where I can find some M2 by 4s in one of these drawers. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I'll use this one. Plate switch? Oh shit, sorry, I gotta fill these in. Also, well, I need to figure out what plate it is. I'm guessing it's just like the alu, the one that came with the Divinity buy. That was, what, was it? Was it even this year? Was it last year? Or, I mean, was it 2025 or 2024 that I bought this? I don't even remember. Right. Okay. Alright, I got all this stuff here now. I have to find a PCB. I don't think I bought one with this, but I think I had another one spare. But let's also just check. Let's see what I even have in this. It looks like I have this black PCB. I got the cord thingy, some hardware. This looks like feet. Oh, I got a daughter board. Fly daughter board. Everyone's favorite daughter board. I think it's this. I need to use daughter board unless your PCB doesn't have USB-C port already. I suggest not using the daughter. Oh, fuck, this is. What the fuck is this? This is not even a PCB. Alright, I got the H87C. Let's see, I don't know if it has a USB-C port. It looks like it does. Alright. Yo, Diego! Welcome back. Good to see you. How you been? I'm doing good. I was chilling. I spent the last 7 months really invested in Pokemon. Oh, that's what I gotta show you guys. Check this out. Check this out. Year in review.nintendo.com. Watch this. Yeah, this is stupid. Sign in? No, I'm not already signed in, huh? Check this out. Oh, that's not what I wanted to show. Look at that. Is that? Oh, there we go. Oh, your year in review. I was looking at this the other day. Check this out. Look at this. Started playing on Switch 2 this year. Look how many hours I put. 12 games, 3,400 hours. My top games. Shield, 1,100 hours. Sword, 1,100 hours. Violet, 575. Let's see. Look at this. Look at this chart. Okay, now let me be fair here. From like June, pretty much June on, so the first, I want to say July, so the second half of the year, half number 2. These are all doubled hours because I was playing Sword and Shield at the same time. How come you got so into them? Always been just kind of... Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Tina and I were thinking about what games to play, and then she just kind of got me back into it, and then I just got, like, super obsessed. But yeah, anyways, yeah, pretty much from July on was, like, technically you should half these. But yeah, these just kind of give you the same numbers, but it shows what I was playing the most. Alright, which was my favorite? I already chose one. I guess that's like kind of it. Oh yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright. As for the Pokemon vibe coding, yeah, that was the other thing too, and I could... That's dedicated. Yeah, I can show it. Like, my plan, I don't know how long this build's gonna take. I feel like this build's gonna take too long, but I wanted to kind of show what I was doing that caused me to play multiple Pokemon games at a time, because I now have the setup. I was trying to do it last Thursday, but then I realized there was some stuff kind of messed up about my setup. I can do it now, but there's a build to complete, you know? I gotta test this PCB. Oh, that's a heavy boy, huh? Alright, quit. God damn. Hold up. Oh yeah, don't do daughter board for sure. What's wrong with the daughter board other than the daughter board's hard to use because of the Molex or whatever? Is there anything besides that? Is it worse? Alright, this kind of all checks out. Because I should pick up a Huawei Ascend card for finishing up an exploit I found in 2023. Anyways, no, Kajita, to answer your question, how to go, it went well. I built this... Shit, where's that tester? I built this application that kind of like helped me with one of the modes. So I was putting all these hours into one specific mode that helped you catch shiny legendaries. And this application I kind of developed was super helpful for it. Kind of helped you make choices a little bit more soundly. And then it kind of became like sort of a second nature after a while, which is good. Fuck, I don't even know how the fuck... Is it this? I think it's that. Like, I don't know how full backspace works. Oh, GF1 didn't have daughter board? No need to use daughter board? I see. So the definitely don't use daughter board? Does that sentiment come from the fact that it's a fly daughter board? Or are you just a purist? definitely don't, because it's not in the spirit of the F1. Fuck, which one's full touch? I think it's that one. Vin, welcome. No need to make the build more complicated. Fair. Okay. You know what I wanted to do, actually? There was a part of me that wanted to HHKBify this. Oh, this is 625, huh? Alright, let me adjust the bottom row. I wanted to HHKBify this, and there was like a couple of thoughts I had in my head about how I would do it. Let's see, layouts, bottom row, 7U. One of the worst ideas I had that I still kind of am thinking of doing it was just use the TKL plate and then use a daughter board with an H60. What do you guys think of that idea? It's possible, I guess. Like, I think what the worst part about that is that, like, you'll still see some PCB where the control keys are. So it's not like, it's not even clean. Like, there's no aspect of it being clean. Where'd I put the stabilizers? Yeah, what the hell? Oh, am I stupid? Where did I put the stabilizers? Not these. That was a different... Oh, here it is. I mean, my OC62 and Piggy 60 are ortho. You can do it. I need to look for M2 screws. So hopefully this build doesn't fall apart because I don't have M2 screws. Looks like I found a few. That should hopefully be enough. But I think I also might need to buy more. Also, I don't even know if these work. Does anyone play with blockers on the state-of-the-art CAD software? No, I mean, that was my original plan. And then, I don't know. Then I fell off of keyboards. So, that was on me. Also, I stopped subscribing to Illustrator. I only just have the photographer package. So I only get Lightroom and Photoshop. I mean, I guess I could design a plate in Photoshop. Genius. Alright, let's see if this works. Do M2s work? Oh shit, I just touched a bunch of BDZ. It looks like it works. Oh yeah, aren't I supposed to use those little thingies? Fuck. The little spacer thingies. It's been so long. Like the paper washers. What did I do with the paper washers? Damn, I kind of fell off, huh? I don't even know where anything is anymore. Feo, thanks for dropping by. Got that goofy ass plastic Ryeworks fake Mac board while I lived in China. Oh, nice. All right, I feel like I'm missing a bunch of trays that had stuff. And like they're obviously somewhere here. I just don't know where. But there was that bag of like 1,000 paper washers. Oh, I found it. I noticed this screw dangerously close to a pad. I was like, wait a second, something here is missing. So here's a question. If there's absolutely no pad near the screw, should you still put one of these in? Like just to balance it out? I should have bought more Plexus 75 PCBs. I know, I saw checkerboards reopened. But then, like, they have, like, nothing up anymore. Like, they have some new group buys for some, like, ortho key sets. And that's it. Like, they don't have any of the old stuff I was, like, looking at. Like, the old other PCBs. Sometimes the screw they give you is too long and needs a washer. Oh, okay, that's true, that's true. Plexus, welcome. You're taking forever to do this build. Ooh, this one's like kind of not. There might be something wrong with this stabilizer here. It like doesn't seem to really tighten. Shit, I forgot this already. God damn it. I'm gonna email NASP and beg. Oh, while you're at it, can you ask about the IDB 60 PCBs also? While you're begging, you might as well ask for that too for me. Unless you want there to be more uproar, in which case I guess we can distribute the work. Oof. Yeah, this is a weird one. I wonder if it's the screw or if it's the plastic. Maybe I should move that one to right shift because, you know, I don't use right shift. I think I'm going to do that. Well, not yet. I'm going to see if the others are fine or if that's the only one. Oh, let's do this one. Shit, upside down. Or I'll give you a Plex 75 and make you love it. I don't know about that one. You guys want to hear a crazy story about Tokyo? So, I'm staying in Akihabara, right? And if you guys have ever been there or seen pictures of Akihabara, like, it looks real crazy, you know, on the streets just because of all the... I don't know, it's just, you know, there's just a bunch of stuff. You know, there's a place to buy things and spend a lot of money. You know, a lot of anime stuff, but just in general, a lot of flashy colors. Everyone's selling something. I go out shopping one morning. I'm just like walking around. And I walk into, because, you know, this is where we're staying. I'm just like, it's nearby. It's right there. And a lot of it is like anime stuff. Like, and these are like very tall buildings. And there's some buildings, like, we went to the Ami Ami building. Oh, is that what I wanted? Shoot. Okay, well, we'll see. We go into the Ami Ami building. It's like eight floors of just like figures, right? And there's a bunch of buildings that are like, you know, like 10 stories tall of just, you know, they're selling stuff. So I go to Ami Ami and it's like, oh shoot, a lot of good stuff in here. I think like for a lot of these buildings, the higher you go up, the more like adult it gets, you know, because there's definitely like as you go up, the figures get like sexier and sexier, you know. But what's kind of crazy is, again, there are a lot of these buildings, but the thing is, not all of them is all anime stuff. And so you go in, and like maybe the first 3 floors are like, you know, anime stuff. You go to these buildings, some of them say DVD on them. It's like, oh, okay, this place like sells movies, I guess. You know, just buy some DVDs. I guess DVDs is still big, right? Turns out DVD over there kind of really means only one thing. I'm like, holy shit. It's kind of extreme here. It's all the all the adult video is kind of, it's pretty overwhelming. Like, hentai? No, just straight up Jav. And it's like, it's just so overwhelming because it's like, it turns out there's so many of these stores that sell DVDs. But what's crazy is that like each individual store just has so much stock. And like, how do I put it? Like, most of it is like you only see the side. So it's like, how can you even choose? It's like, it feels like going into a library. Like, it's just like, you have to know what you want, I guess, because like, guessing check. Basically what I was doing. But you want to know one of the crazier things? It was like, it was in the morning, right? So I want to say around like 10 a.m. I figure that, you know, like it's 10 a.m. like people go to work, right? But then I guess it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I guess anyone, you take a day off and you're like, you go out to go, you know, buy stuff and you're like, why is everyone here? Don't people have work? But it was more extreme in terms of what I saw there because I was trying to get, you know, just kind of look for anime stuff, right? I was looking for figures. Like, for example, Tina really wanted a Figma, like the Link Tears of the Kingdom figure. It's like a DX one. Like, I was looking all around. It was really hard to like find, just because I think it's been a couple of months since it released, and you know, Link is popular, right? Anyways, I go into, you know, several stores, and one store, it was like 10 stories tall, I feel like, and I guess only the first one was anime. So I go up to the second floor just to kind of see what's going on, and it's like, okay, this is like adult stuff, right? But for some reason, this floor had like it's a stairway, you go up and then there's a door into the next floor. This second floor doorway had a bouncer who was like an old man. Like, he wasn't a big guy like, you know, an American club bouncer, but he was just like a, you know, guy watching the door. And like, I'm about to go in to this second floor, and then the old man, like puts out an arm bar, like, oh, you can't go in here, and like it's like wide open. And then he kind of points, and then I realize in this very narrow staircase, there's a long ass line going up from the second floor of like, just like salarymen. And I'm like, they're like all dressed up nice. They all have like briefcases. I'm like, you guys only have half days? Like, for this? I feel like they are. So then, like, I looked up this very specific store. And I still couldn't quite figure it out because, like, the dates didn't match up. But I guess not only this store, but actually many other stores, they do, like, events where, like, you could meet the stars. And what was confusing was that it was so early in the morning, so I'm just like, I don't think they would have these like meet and greets in the morning. So then what I think it was not meeting the star. It was lining up to get tickets to meet the star. I think that's what it was. I couldn't really figure it out. But it's like, it's crazy because it's like long ass line. You have work? That's a raffle thing? Yeah. And like, I was like looking some of them up. It's like, there's only like 40 tickets. And I know it's like, there's raffles for everything. There's raffles for everything. But it's interesting. It's very interesting. Alright, where'd I put the plate? Jesus Christ. I lose the plate too? Oh, it's underneath. Jeez, I'm stupid. Kind of feel bad for everyone. Which part? That they all have work? Oh, there's like a little bent right there in that plate. Let's put these away. The entertainers and patrons wanting to meet them. Here they are. Okay, so this should be 85 switches. And then I have extras over here for which I'm gonna, on the 86th would be the space bar. I will put a different spring in there. Plate forks. Alright, this is what I kind of like don't really get about TKLs. There's just so many rows. And then like you can't even get your plate fork all the way in. Oh, these are 3-pin. Alright, so these are untuned vintage black switches. I think I mentioned last time I bought a martingale. I bought a martingale, crazy good deal on the martingale, and then the guy just decided to throw in a bunch of unknown vintage black switches. He said he bought them from someone else who harvested them out of old board or boards. I don't know what board. Neither of us knew what board these came from. So we just kind of got to trust that like they're good. But so I didn't tune them because I'm like, I'm not going to use this board anyways, TKL. But I did spring swap them. So at the very least, if anyone else ever decides to use them, they're like, okay, all right. At least it's like a spring that they might be willing to use. So I do remember some stuff about keyboards, and I do remember some of the stuff I was doing. What I remember was way back I was trying to spring swap a lot of my older build switches because they were using like Sprit slow 1 and slow 2 switches. So for this one I decided to go with slow 2 switches, or slow 2 springs in these vintage black switches for this board that I won't be using. And I think that that's just like the best balance of, I'm not going to use this, someone else might use this, I'm not going to put in that much work, but for a type test it has to be something at least almost enjoyable for me, but also not too unenjoyable for others. And also they're extras, so then like, I wasn't going to use them anyways because I like slow 4s and 5s better. So it's like, I mean, the other thing is at some point I'm probably just going to give away all these slow 2 and 1s away eventually. I have mountains of springs, so confused by all my Frankens. If this is BSP, I might want to do stepped caps actually. I think people just generally like stepped caps, right? So if this is a board for others, makes sense. You know what's interesting? I think I can still attempt to use the Wise Donkey straightener, which I think would be pretty important for some of these switches that don't really have full plate surroundiness to them. Kill Combat, welcome back. What I'm going to do with those 106 channel points, I got 450k. I mean, I wish you could donate more to the challenge. It's crazy, right? We'll hit it one day. Oh shit, I forgot one right there. Alright, perfect. And then we have one more left. Wait, does Windows still even exist? So, to answer the question truthfully and honestly, I understand that it still does. That is my understanding. I also understand that they, like, did something to the effect of killing Windows 10, but somehow I'm still running it, and somehow still I'm getting updates for it, which is confusing. Because I thought it was, like, dead. I thought they were trying to really, really kill it. Cognitive Wanderer, welcome back. TVM is mandatory. I don't know the situation. I am just going to be totally honest. I have no clue what's going on. All I know is that sometimes I try to shut down. The last 2 times I've streamed, I shut down the PC, and then it updated both times. I'm like, okay. The first time I thought it was because, like, I haven't streamed in several months. The second time, confusing. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's the board that I'm... Oh, sorry. Fuck, I still need to do that build command. Alright, 1 second. I got to crack this bad boy open and put a spring in it. And then we might as well just do some quick updates here. Okay, let me fix the build. The build is f1-8x v2 aluminum 1.1 plate, cherry MX black vintage, untuned but spring swapped to sprit. Slow to 68 gram springs. We'll decide on key set later, but I think that build should now be up to date. But that is what I'm driving. The Choco 60 is still here, and I guess I'll be driving it until I actually do a 60 Okay, so now I'm gonna take this guy, which I got from Wise Donkey. I'm gonna put it here on the bottom row. And this should be good. So this will help do alignments for some of the places where the plate doesn't kind of really complete around a switch. Which is like, you know, some of those like mixed key areas. The top row, should be all right, just because everything is pretty much one unit. I do now recall Wise Donkey mentioning, hey, you should use a rubber band, and I kind of can see why in a scenario like this where you actually don't have those 4th and 5th pins, because there is like a little bit of funny movement here. So the problem is I don't know where the rubber bands are. I have a bunch of old hair ties somewhere. Let me see if I can go hunt some down. Great, I don't see them. Oh, here are the rubber bands. Ah, these are Wise Donkey rubber bands. Perfect. Well, I guess we should, before I rubber band them, I should check for pins. So, hey, I remember that. Drop Eagle Eyes, if you got Eagle Eyes. Looking through, making sure there's no bent pins. Everything looks pretty good so far. Good, good. Some of these like a little less good, but they're still through. Oh, I see one. I see one bent. This guy right here. Alright, that looks fixed. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, I think we're good. Push this way. What do you guys think of Jim K. Divina Papaya? What made it... So I was going to buy it, and then now it's hard because I realized they released an MTNU version, MTNU, and now I don't know which one to buy, or if I should buy both. I don't think I should, but... Hey Ben, how's the San Francisco lifestyle? I'm chilling. How have you been? I guess I'll open a window. Be right back. Apparently the MTNU version needs help, like as in it's not selling enough, or there's something messed up about the design. What does needs help mean exactly? Not selling enough? I see. Is it truly at risk? I guess there's no... It doesn't matter which way I do this, because... There's no pins to get in my way. I'll still do it upside down. As typical of MT New? I see. Interesting. What's funny is that by popular demand, they added it later, and I'm like, well, if it's not selling well, how is... we demand it and then don't actually buy it? Is that how that works? Kind of amazed group buys still run. Somehow desk pads turning into black dust. Damn, how rough are you with these? There we go. Quick time check. It is 10:30. Hopefully... Oh, these are arrow keys. Okay. I was like, what am I even soldering right now? Yeah, hopefully this build won't take crazy long, but you know me. We always find a way. Am I right? SA Amber Screen, PK, GMK, Sumi, Ghost. I don't even know what those are. What are these group buys that are active? Or are these old group buys? Or do they look good? Are they horrible? What are those? They sound interesting, I guess, but I don't know what these are. Yeah, I'm in the mood to build a keyboard. Do it. Do it, you scared? Still gotta rebuild my W1. Super old group by how old? Like years and years? Or like last year? Years? Dang, I don't even know what Amber Screen is. Are they good? Damn, I should set up a... I feel like I should set up the... I gotta find this. It's been a while. This thing's probably rattling like crazy. I don't know. I haven't touched it in a while. This thing is dusty. That's how old. Oh, not too bad. It'll get worse, trust me. 2019 or 2020. W1 by J. I remember the W1. I remember about it. I don't remember what it actually looks like. I remember it was like kind of long, right? Was it a F-rolless? First time I saw Geek Hack was like 2017, where they got into the hobby during the KVD 67 MK2. That thing was hype. I remember seeing them around and it was still crazy to spend hundreds on keyboards back then. DZ60 Box Navy's pre-COVID board. DZ60 is a PCB, right? Have every version of KVD 67. Bro, Box Navy's big meme. What is this? Enter? Oh, this enter. Wasn't there like something you guys were talking about? Like there were some switches. Was it the box switches? Like they smelled like fish or something like that? Were people talking about that? I vaguely remember people talking about this. You know Box Jades? I know that guy. We go way back. No, I've never used Box Jades. Oh, way later, Palm? Fishy Palm? Oh yeah, do you remember when all these people would fucking use, they would make switches where the stems were things that were not Palm? Holy fuck, that was so fucking annoying. Is that still a thing? Do people still use, like, what was it, like, polyethylene for stems? Holy shit, that's so fucking stupid. All your stems shrink after like a year? Then all your keycaps fall off? Jesus Christ. The creams, I see. Noviless? I don't know what that is. Do you know I'm talking about an HHKB? Nice. Like a Pro Hybrid or Pro Classic? Or like some other board that's in the HHKB layout? Nolivs? Oh, Nolivs, I see. We all go in one direction. Olive creams, I see. Somehow this fan isn't creaking yet, but Don't worry, guys. I expect it too soon. I expect it to rattle like crazy. So, hopefully we don't miss anything. Paired with GMK Oliet. Was it not GMK Olive? I remember those. I eventually soldered into my Allison I never touched. What other notes do I have? I wrote a couple of notes. Oh, I was like, scrolling through Reddit today. A post from Custom Keyboards hit my feed. There's this a guy who posted a couple of 60% boards, one of which was an HHKB I hadn't heard of. I wrote it down here. The Otsukami. I think that's how it would be pronounced. I guess it was a 15 board run in Russia or something. Looked pretty good. At least the color looked nice. Big dark green hype. Saw lots of MX HHKB on XHS last year. What is XHS? Did I miss something or forget something? Like, it's just funny because I feel like it's like forgetting how to walk, you know? There's a bunch of things like missing. What's the name of the board? The Otsukami. Otsukimi. It's a little hard to find because you end up finding these, like, I googled it and I had to go through a few search results because a bunch of them are pointing to like Osme keycaps. So I don't know, I found a separate Reddit post of the same guy who posted about it, and then he posted a link to some Notion, and everything was in Russian, and for some reason my translate wasn't working, and then I just gave up because work was a little busy today. I'm bothered by people not offering HE PCBs for their keyboards. Let's move on now. Offering? Wait, what? Chinese social network, coffee, exploits, and boards. I see. Hurricane Electric? What's Hurricane Electric? Is that like Hurricane Chris? You guys remember Hurricane Chris? Alright, so I think I got all the single pins here, so let me try to go through and do the pushes, which I don't think is actually super necessary, but you know, while we're here. I do like this tool. I really appreciate Wise Donkey making this. This is actually a pretty cool tool. After all this time, I would recommend everyone getting one of these. I think it's cool. I have no idea if it's like really available everywhere. I think Wise Donkey like made me a custom one for those box switches. This thing is pretty lit. Like underneath, my fingers aren't getting all like destroyed by the texture of plastic switches every 20 centimeters. It's just all flat. Plexus, did you end up finding it? Alright, so a few things. I still haven't developed any of my film other than the 5 rolls that I shot for Freddie Gibbs in November. I have tons of keyboard pictures. I have tons of pictures from Tokyo. Still haven't gone through those. Yeah, it looks nice. There's loads of posts on it, but finding group buy info is rough. Yeah, right? And I don't know, the one I saw, the color was nice. That, like, blue? I don't even know if you would call that, like, what kind of blue that is. It was pretty nice. But yeah, I found a Notion for it. So, I don't know if that Notion had any group buy info or if it was just info about the board. But, someone linked to it from Reddit, like a Reddit comment. Yeah, right? Look really good. I don't think this is doing anything. I want to be honest. But I'll continue. Oh, I see all the Russian now? Okay. Yeah, this is someone saying it was made by a guy out of St. Petersburg or something. Oh, shit. Scary. I feel like this isn't doing shit. What am I wasting my time on this for? Oh, another thing I'm just now recalling. We have a holiday on Monday. On Sunday, I may be doing another shoot. I need to check in. I don't know how you guys might be familiar. But I may be doing a shoot for Eric Reprid. Which is pretty exciting. I like how some random sensor tech got implemented in keyboards, HE and TMR. What is TMR? too much information. A shoe for who? Eric Reprid. He's a Asian rapper out of Vancouver, and he got famous in the last couple years for doing these like off the radar videos where he's just saying some crazy shit. Oh, the cold... Yes, okay, you do know. He popped off first on TikTok. And you know what I'm talking about, the guy who says all the crazy shit? Yeah. So I may be doing a shoot for him on Sunday. Still figuring out the details. You need to chill with that stuff. Can't let people actually think you've done this stuff. It's 100% for its... Oh, definitely. Also, I haven't printed in like over a month, which is probably horrible for my printer. Quick time check, it is 11 p.m. My hope is to be done with this build by like 11:30ish. Should just start printing a life-size Pokemon 1 4x6 piece at a time. Just talking about the crazy stuff. His Cool Cold Roll was a nice song. Speaking of Pokemon, Scarlet and Violet is having weekly 7-star raids now for all the starters. Oh yeah, there was a whole thing I was remembering. I think it was October-ish. Yeah, I didn't get on the shiny legendaries. There's like a whole GameStop promotion for these like cards. Couldn't do it. Couldn't get in on it. But Tina got one of them. Okay, that's it for that one. I'm playing a little bit more Scarlet again, or sorry, Violet again, because I'm trying to farm Aper Balls. so that I could catch these 7-star raid starters in beast balls. I've been like obsessed with beast balls lately because I found out that like beast balls have like a lower percentage catch rate than Pokeballs. Like they're the lowest by far for any non-Ultra Beast. It's like they're 4 times worse than a Pokeball for any non-Ultra Beast, so it's like kind of a flex, I feel like, if you're catching Pokemon in Beast Balls. So anyways, I gotta farm these in Violet. That's what I've been playing. But I've also been playing ZA. I just kind of finished the story mode. I don't know if anyone cares about spoilers, but I did think there was one part near the end that I thought was really good. Especially because, like, actually I'd never played Pokemon X or Y. But then I decided to play it before I played ZA. And I was like, oh, okay. Alright, now I'm familiar with, you know, the world building here. So then, like, seeing that stuff right away again in ZA was like, oh shit, crazy, you know? I saw Animal Crossing just had a big update. The Switch 2. I haven't tried it yet, though. What free time I had yesterday, I spent spring swapping all these Cherry Black switches. Not tuning, but just spring swapping. I also spring swapped all those MX2As that I was planning on using in the Kohaku. I get stabilizers. I do have a bunch of switches. Many of them still need those continued spring swaps. Just all these older linears that I've harvested. Some other boards, they're still with MX1 or slow 1s and slow 2s. I have a bunch of tactiles at Tina's that I still need to work on, but I'm also kind of like, okay, here's another thing. Alright. We're 3 streams in for my return. I guess I'll just kind of talk about some stuff. I think I just got kind of tired. I got kind of tired of the routine, you know. I think truthfully, I'll just be honest here, I kind of got tired of the routine of my stream, and not even just like talking about the scheduling necessarily, but I think also just like all the stuff I was doing in the stream. I think the giveaways, I like doing giveaways, but they also tire me out. But I don't know. I just bring that up because I think there's just like more other things. Like I think I've gotten to a point here where I'm like, I'm tired of tuning switches. Like, I like it, but it's also tiring. And then I'm like, it's like, one would think, I don't know, maybe I should have tuned these switches. Maybe I should tune switches for the Kohaku. But I'm also like, okay, like I'm looking at some of these tactiles that I have left at Tina's place. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll do them there. But then I'm also like it's just, it's so tiring, you know? Like, and I'm like, okay, I got like on some of your guys' recommendation, I got these Huano Populous switches. And it's like, do I want to work on this? Or like, they say that they're tuned at the factory. You know? Like, I'm just like, should I just use them? I feel like one or both of these gloves are dead. I might need to throw these away. They're starting to put this black debris everywhere. Okay. Let's test this out. Anyways, what do you guys think? Like, I know that, like, it does make the typing experience better. Even, like, going, not even from untuned to, like, you know, hand lubing, but also, like, even going from factory lubed to, like, hand lubing is a big improvement, but goddamn, it's like, it is tiring, man. Like, it's tiring even thinking about it. You know what I mean? Got on a line. I guess it's like, I feel like I've kind of have found other things to fill my boredom. Let's do Matrix. Like, I found other things to fill my boredom. Like, I can play games while I watch anime. Oh, backspace is not done. Also, it sounds very clipping. Oh shit, what the hell? Like, I think before I was just like, I didn't have enough things to fill my boredom, but like now I do. I go to the beach and open up a beach chair and crack open a beer. Just bag lube stems. Ugh. I'd rather go. I'd rather have nothing than that, honestly. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're good. Alright. Let's get this assembled so I can show you guys Dynamax adventures. I gotta show you guys this. I feel like I was... oh, I forgot the 3DSs. Damn. I should have brought that. I have a picture of it. Tina took a picture of it. I could show you what I was doing with all 6 games at once. But I can show you 3 games at once, just not 6. Yeah, I was spending all this time, especially in like September, October, November, playing like 6 games at once. You vape? I don't vape. No. Alright. Alright, so what do you guys think? Should I take out these weights? These internal weights? I kind of want to take out the internal weights, but I feel like you guys would stop watching. Also, the other problem about removing the internal weights, where would I put them? I need a little tray. What do I do with it? There's one. I'll even engrave something funny on them, use it as a paperweight. try with and without weight to see if it sounds different? Fair. I'll do that, yeah. Well, maybe. I feel like that just adds more time. Maybe on the next chore stream. But see, look, okay, this is what's ridiculous about, like, heavy boards. The ridiculous thing about heavy boards is this. It's like, this shit is so heavy, and then you gotta, like, just carefully get shit out of here, like screws. I don't know, I just think that's ridiculous. That's what I think it is. Did I lose a screw? God damn. Getting fingerprints all over. Great. One screw, don't know where it went. Perfect. Still got polyfill shoved in the gaps? Oh, that's true. That is a solution, huh? I do still have it somewhere. I gotta find it. Where is it? Now you got me curious. Alright, one of these small screws is gone. It's not on me. It's not magnetized to the head. It's not in there. Oh, there it is. What the hell was that? Cover the bottom of the board with a polyfill and bang that chunk of metal around. Fill the thing with mineral water. Alright, so... where did I put the case thing? Oh, it's here. Alright, so we got feet. We got what looks like extra screws. Fuck, where's that? Where's that cord thing? What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Alright, so are there rules to this cord thing? Do I put it in the top? And the bottom? Or just the top? And I fill it up as much as I can? Or is there like a... is there like secrets where it's like, oh, don't put all of it in there? Well, what's the deal? Well, you guys got the hints? Both and bottom together? What? Both top and... oh, you put them on both the top and the... no, I mean, like, do you put it on the... this one? Or is that what you mean, too? Oh. And you just load it up. So on the top you just shove it into the grooves. Alright, makes sense. Oh. God damn. the fuck? This thing... Oh my god. It's like too long. I'm trying to like shove it in here. Maybe I just shove the ends in and then just like force it. Yeah, that seems to make more sense. Okay, I see. Put the plate on the bottom case, then just insert the O-ring. Ah, I see. Okay, that makes sense. So I take it the trick is to just cut the piece, and if it's like a little long, you put the ends in, then you just kind of force it down from middle out. What it seems like, at least. I forget what board I've done this for already. Alright, that one might be a little short, but that's fine. Okay. That was good. Yeah, this thing's just gonna slip out, so you're saying, alright, just get it in there when I put the plate on, but alright. And then I'm gonna need 2 pieces here at the top. Okay. Sweet. Alright, so... let's try Shoney's trick. Damn, what the fuck? Alright, not easy. Especially because it's like... it's all rolled up. Okay, I see. It's gotta be positioned correctly to begin with. Okay. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Very cool, very cool. And you kind of just like slip it in there, I guess. Oh, this thing is like... so this little piece at the end like bends a bit, right? Kind of like gotta strengthen it or straighten it out just using fingers. The OG F1 sucked? Really? Like, how different was it? What was the issue there? I'm trying to do the bottom O-ring since the bottom case didn't have any grooves. Oh. Interesting. Did the plate have the grooves? Because this, like, these plates are like machined, right? That's how they do the groove on the plate. The plate did have the grooves, but slightly lifting the plate would make the O-ring move around. Truck these in. Is it the short ones? The short ones have... The short ones are at the bottom. The long ones are at the top. Seems to make sense. Alright, there we go. There's the board. I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'll be right back. Okay, I need BSP. There it is. Hopefully this works. Let's find out. Fuck, I don't know. Is that insert? Shit, I don't know. Oh, I need to put in these feet. What the heck is, oh, are you supposed to put this here? This little badge? Like here? Or where are they supposed to go? Lamika! Welcome back. How's it going? Damn, look at these fingerprints. Oh, there's one extra foot. Oh, that you're supposed to put it there. Ah. But you don't have to. That's just added weight. Not trying to make this heavier. Shit. Fun question. Say you get $3 billion. Right now, cash savings, investments, whatever, however, for the rest of your life, once a month, at a random time of the month, I don't remember what these. You get blindsided by a 300-pound NFL linebacker. So What's funny is the question hasn't been asked yet. Is there more? They have to blindside you, no getting bodyguards. It's like, how much worse does this get? Okay, would you take them? Okay. I was like, you didn't ask the question, so is this just gonna get worse, or is this just a scenario? Is whatever question you're gonna ask be unrelated? You take the money? I don't know. I mean, it's a good question, I guess. Like, okay, there's a couple things in my head. There's a couple things in my head about this, which is... like, you could use that money to, like, gain weight to withstand it. You know? Like, you know, I remember in, like, The Simpsons, like, the thing was like, oh, Homer, you look different. And he's, like, 30 feet tall in gold. You know? You use that money to do that. He has a bunch of, like, jewels all over him. Just get big, either healthy big or unhealthy big. Yeah, like 30 feet tall and made of solid gold. $3 billion. $3 billion going your next of kin. It's true. That's like, that's better than insurance money, you know. All right, I gotta find out what keys go here, because I don't know. Okay, print screen, pause, and then scroll lock goes here. Okay, and then next up, oh, let's check. I didn't check this. Let's just adjust the caps lock to left control. Let's switch. Let's switch this to left alt. Or sorry, right alt. Shit. Right alt. Right win. I guess everything else stays the same. Alright, let's close that. Let's go to settings. And let's go to keyboard, shortcuts, H87A, switch command and option. Okay, cool. If no pads, yes. If pads, no. I mean, I guess if I was in need of money, then yeah. Okay, let's do this. Okay, here we go. F1-8x raw, F1-8x V2 raw with non-daughterboard build, aluminum V1.1 plates, unknown vintage Cherry MX black switches, spring swapped to Sprit slow to 68 gram springs, otherwise untuned, no lube, no film, and BSP green. Alright, let's go with this one. This is still really dark for some reason. That's weird. I guess it still might just be this, huh? This really bright area right here. Okay, anyways, here we go. Oh, God. I can't read. This is shit. I'm like looking at a screen. I'm looking at my like the 4 screen, and it's like too small. I can't even see what my speed was being blocked by that. Okay, 128. Vintage black, 68 gram enjoyer. The springs are a little too light. They're too short, so they feel really light to me. Yeah. All right, let's do a couple of different views here. Another fun question. You no longer need food or drinks to live. However, if you do eat or drink, it tastes terrible. Are you doing it? Ah, that's a pretty good one. I don't know. Primo, welcome back. A long time didn't catch your streams. Glad you're back with keywords again. Rare win key TKL bill. Yeah, rare. Super rare. Let's try this one that's all dark. Lumiga, to answer your question, maybe, because it's like, that's like, you could survive, you know, and you could probably survive better. But, you know, it's sad you'd lose some enjoyment, but... Like, the other thing, too, is, does everyone get it, or only just me? Because maybe I could just live vicariously through others. So, okay, I don't know how many more tests I don't know how more tests I need to do because you probably got all of you guys have probably heard F1s with aluminum plates and cherry black switches. Like, this is probably not new. So, I think we're good, right? Can I show you guys my Pokemon thing now? Is that fair? Would you guys like to see that? Imagine like a wedding cake with your significant other and it just tastes like straight booty. Well, at least it's good for everyone else, you know? How do you get fast at typing? Like, any tips? Can't seem to get consistently faster than about 65 to 70-ish. Tips. Okay. I guess a couple tips. One is, just like practice good form. That would be my first tip. And then like the second thing is just like practice a lot. Yeah, there you go. Klexus says it too. So yeah, like make sure like your fingers, okay, like if you're typing QWERTY, like, and you're wanting to get fast at QWERTY, it's like keep your fingers on the home row. Make sure the right fingers are hitting the right, you know, the right keys. And then just work from there. Like, one thing I've tried doing, you know, over the last maybe year or so is like making sure I'm hitting the P with my pinky. And you get faster at that. You know? Like, that doesn't always stay slow, but you'll get faster at it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess, and also like where are you starting from? I mean, I guess if you're already 65, 70, that's pretty good. Like 65, 70 is pretty good, so you're already pretty good at that. But yeah, it's just practice good form, practice a lot. Another thing, maybe might want to try like going with blank keycaps. Just a suggestion. Like, blank keycaps made me get faster at the num row. Like, because then you just, like, looking down doesn't really help. Like, looking down doesn't help me, doesn't help you type faster if it's blank in terms of the num row. So then, like, you just kind of got to trust. Oh, nah. What, the blank thing? Typing cat key BR. Alright. Let's do this thing. I really want to show you guys this. I haven't done this in about a month. I think the last time I actually did this was a month ago, so hopefully we know what we're doing here. Did that work? No. Oh, there we go. Okay, so one of these switches is Tina's. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Did I save this? Let's save that. Oh, I gotta update. Oh, shit. Okay, I gotta remember. Fuck. Save. Home. A. This. Yeah, these are both gonna need updates. And then here, I'll just go and load this up. All right, and then I'll show you guys here. So here's what I would do. I guess then I could change the audio so you guys could hear this. All right, let's zoom in here. so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'll get rid of this because I'm not even going to use this board. Oh, what a heavy boy. Alright, then this is what I've always been meaning to do. Was, like, be able to use the keyboard like this. But I never had a split keyboard up until now. This one? Yep. So then I also try typing with one hand, half a keyboard at a time. Often people don't realize one hand is typing far slower than the other and limiting them both. Figure out what keys are your slow characters. Oh, that's interesting. What's the pinky P thing? Oh, I mean, most people, like, when they're hitting like this, when they're like hitting this side, they'll typically use another letter for P. But like, if you're, you know, the F and J, the home row, like the nubs or the homing keys, keep them there. Like, you're actually supposed to hit the P with your pinky. Same way that, like, for A, you're supposed to hit A, Z, Q. Like, you could see there's, like, it's not exactly columns unless you're doing, like, an ortholinear style keyboard. But there's still some semblance of columns here that exist that you're supposed to actually use for these. So P goes there, A, Q, Z. So, like, you're kind of supposed to do this thing. Which, I don't know, I'm guessing might be easier the bigger your hands are. The smaller your hands, maybe it's a little bit more difficult. Oh, I was taught to hit the P with my pinky. I think it's odd for folks. Yeah, I think just because the pinky is weaker. That's my take, at least. Alright, so I need to get out of here on this one. Boy, I haven't done this in a while. Oh, I think the reason why I'm getting so messed up is because these are not quite right. Oh shit, no, that's not it. So I have to reorganize these. There we go. Alright, now I'm less confused. Okay, so now I go to this town map. Alright, so I actually have, I think, one legendary that's uncaptured. So very specifically one legendary. Let's see if I can make it bigger for myself. I can't, because this is like kind of small. This never gets less trippy. Oh, it's going to get even crazier. You just watch. So I got to go right here. Another oddity is that when I was taught to hit the 6 with my right hand, and I noticed a lot of big brand ergo keyboards put the 6. You know what's crazy? Look at this. This Choco 60 out of Japan actually does put 6 on the right, which is tripping me up. We're missing the finger gore art. Well, we're gonna eventually need that screen. Oh, whoops. We're gonna eventually need that screen. Okay. So I'm gonna go up here. Alright, so what I would do is, like, once I get to this position, there's basically, like, I'm not using... Oh, shit, you can't see that, huh? Alright, let me see if I could fix this a little bit, because you kind of do need to see all of it. Unlock that. Alright. Alright, let's relock that. Okay, there we go. So at this stage here now, it's like I can control all 3 of these controllers with one hand. You guys can see up here on the top left. So I could hit yes, yes please. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, there's no save here. Okay. So I still have one available, which I believe is Tapu Fini. But typically, like, you might get them at random if you don't choose them, like, right away. So here I'm going to save all of them at the same time. Okay, so, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite others at the same time for 2 of them. That way it triggers the Tapu Fini room getting open. And then I'm going to join with the 3rd one. Alright, so here is this Dynamax Adventure Assistant that I built. So I'll paste this into the chat in case you guys want to look at this. All right. Anyways, I built this. Let's do ready to battle. Start exploring. All right, here we go. Okay, so right here from this point, like I have to choose Pokemon at random. These are like rental Pokemon that I think would be good against what legendary I think I'm gonna see. Unfortunately, none of these are good against Tapu Fini, but I guess I'll choose Beartic. Here's Porygon. Porygon does have Thunderbolt, which is good. Nidoqueen also gonna be weak to Tapu Fini, who's a water fairy, but Poison's pretty good, so Venoshock is alright. Now Pelipper is sick. There's a couple of these that are actually really sick Pokemon, but it depends on who you're playing against. So again, you might be playing a random, in which case you only see types, which is like ridiculous, right? So anyways, all of this, like you have to kind of tell, okay, what are you going to be okay against to like, you know, go through and continue this path, but also what is going to be good against the boss. So like there's a couple here, I can't really see them because this is really small, but like I can see a couple grasses. This grass right here I know is Lurantis. Lurantis is kind of crazy, so like I'm going to try to get this Lurantis because I think that's going to be super helpful for Tapu Fini. All right, but anyways, so here's this this application, right? I know we're getting Tapu Fini, like, or I know it's a water. Like if I know in advance, here it is, and this tool I built helps you kind of just understand like who you're going to be playing against and what are some good recommended Pokemon both offensively and defensively. Except I think I introduced a crazy bug into the defense, and then I stopped caring about it, so I never fixed it. Anyways, so now I have to look here, okay, what's going to be good against this? And you have to keep in mind the PP, because the PP lasts like the whole path. I'm going to try to go with Frost Breath here, Ice Beam here, and I might Charm this Lurantis, because it has a decently high attack. I mean, I could attack it with Poison, but I think we'll be alright. Oh shit, I forgot. It had Contrary. So the thing is, I was supposed to lower his attack by 2 stages, and I just charmed it, but it does the opposite. So now it's like extra powerful, so that was really stupid. It didn't actually even use a physical attack though. I think it just used that max overgrowth, which in this Lurantis' case is a special, so it's fine. Although, unfortunately, this ordering is, like, he is faster than at least one of my Pokemon. So, anyways, let's still just keep trying at this. We'll go Venoshock. What Pokemon this is Sword and Shield. This is the DLC. Okay, so I'll give you guys a rundown. So, I started playing Violet in February. Like, every game Pokemon has changed so much in the past few years. So I started playing Violet in February, which is the one that came out in 2022 that everyone said they, you know, was really bad because of all of the performance issues. Which it did have performance issues. A lot of them have gotten resolved with the Switch 2, but that was like 3 years later. Okay, anyway, so now I could catch this. So I'm just going to throw a Pokeball at it for all 3 of them. And each one of these I have like over 100 Pokeballs left. And then any one of these guys... 3 of them are me, can choose to select it. Now, I also do have 1 CPU opponent because I don't have a 4th Switch and a 4th copy of Pokemon Sword or Shield. But the human users always prioritize the selection. So I'm going to replace my Beartic with this new Lurantis. Okay, anyways. So I was playing Violet from February to like June-ish. But then Tina had convinced me, like, let's go back to Shield, Sword and Shield, because I never finished it. Okay, so we got Steel and Ground. I don't think I want to choose Ground, but I can't really tell what it is. I'll just choose Steel because it'll at least be neutral once we get to Tapu Fini. So Sword and Shield came out in 2019. And I never finished it. I got like halfway in, maybe a little more than halfway. It was just a weird, like, I thought it was a weird game, and then I picked it back up in June, started playing it, And I realized it was okay. It was not as bad as I was making it out. But when you get the DLC changes the whole game. Like, DLC is like, oh shit, this is what fucking Sword and Shield should have been from the start. Because it's just more open world. Like, you were like a limited open world pre-DLC, which is kind of goofy. Alright, so I could do Scorching Sands. Let's do Scorching Sands, but also Dynamax Scorching Sands. And then Porygon is the special attacker. Let's do Thunderbolt. So yeah, one of the things about Sword and Shield's DLC is that it has this mode, which is just like a really insane mode that lets you do like 4 Dynamax like battles, like Dynamax raids in a row, the last one being a legendary. And all of these are capturable. And on top of that, all of them have a chance to be shiny, including the legendary. And the thing is, also, if you get the shiny charm, which you get by completing your dex, all the shiny chances for like this mode, just like your odds just get way, way better. But the problem is that each of these Dynamax adventures takes like 10 to 15 minutes to complete, which is still going to end up being slower than like doing soft resets in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. But then with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you also have to beat the game, complete the decks, get those shiny odds up. I guess what was kind of funny was just during this whole thing, it's like all of these rentable Pokemon, there's like 230 something rentable Pokemon. Like they're all the same. They're all the same rentable Pokemon. Their natures and stuff are a little bit different, but like their movesets are exactly the same. Their abilities are exactly the same. So then you have to strategize. Okay, how can I beat this? So my Porygon just died. You get 4 deaths. Like after 4 deaths, you lose the raid path, or you lose the adventure in this mode. So I now have basically 2-3 lives left, but I should be beating this Berserker. That still gives me 3 lives for the next, 2 Pokemon after this. What is the odds with the charm? So okay, so a normal game, normal encounter past Gen 3 or whatever is like 1 in 4,000. With Dynamax adventures, or sorry, it's 1 in 4,000, but in the recent games that you get shiny charms, it goes down to like 1 in 1,300 for shinies. For Dynamax adventures specifically, any one of the 4 Pokemon that you end up catching in the path has a 1 in 400 chance without the charm, and then a 1 in 100 chance with the charm. But the thing is, you have to beat the actual Dynamax adventure path, which is not easy without competent teammates. So the reason I say this is because I have 2 competent teammates in myself. These CPU teammates are very bad. Also, human online teammates that you can't speak to are also bad. So your best bet is honestly 2 or 3 or 4 switches with 2 or 3 or 4 Pokemon Sword or Shield copies. I see that's why you got the 3 controllers. Yes. And like between me and Tina, we have switches because we had Switch 1s. I had 2 Switch 1s. I gave one to my brother. And then we both got Switch 2s, which just, again, like made this whole thing easier. So, like, I know all the typings. Like, it's just like some of these are, like, kind of a little bit second nature. Oh, my goodness. Howard, brother. Welcome. Where are the buttons that you would normally press? I guess these? Is it that? I don't know. Jason709, welcome. Welcome back. I'm just not into handhelds, I'm more into PCs, like Steam Deck. Spaceball, welcome. So we just finished an F1 build, but I put it off to the side so you guys could see me do this, which is what I've been spending the last 7 months doing. playing 3 copies of Pokemon Sword and Shield at the same time. It's like the Steam Deck. The Retroids are fire. I've been getting a lot of YouTube content on like retro handhelds. Alright, so this is just a sequence of catching, but I'll show this in a second. This is wild. Yeah, okay, so let me explain this. So this is a HDMI multi-viewer device. This one is 1080p. It costs like $40 off Amazon. I have 3 docks plugged into it, and then also one of my Mac Mini outputs plugged into this HDMI multi-viewer, and then you can kind of arrange, you know, which screens you want to see. And so these are 3 copies of Pokemon Sword and Shield on 3 different switches. One of them is a Switch 2. I guess I could either replace my Porygon, or I can hope that my CPU teammate... No, the CPU teammate didn't take it, so I'm going to replace my Porygon with a Lilligant. So anyways, 3 copies of Pokemon Sword and Shield on 3 different switches. And then here is a vibe-coded app that I produced that lets me help decide how to attack any individual Pokemon, typically the legendaries at the very end, which is this Tapu Fini that we now have gotten to after defeating 3 previous ones. I'm using a Switch 2 Joy-Con grip that has the handles removed, and I've velcroed on 2 8-bit Do microcontrollers that control each of these switches. And so I'm trying to kill this here. So what I do, okay, Lurantis, I have 45 seconds per turn. Lurantis, if I use Leaf Storm, it's supposed to lower your special attack by 2 levels. But since it has Contrary, it does the exact opposite, which it raises it. So that's like super powerful. Meanwhile, I could hit Petal Dance, Dynamax, Max Overgrowth for Lilligant, which is going to be super effective. And then I'll do Venoshock, Nidoqueen, which is also super effective. You'll fucking wait, dog. This is too much. Wait, you have 3 switches? Okay. One of them is Tina's, one of them is mine, and then another one is my Switch 2. This is not emulation. These are real games. Okay, so the thing is, by the end of this, and these are all plugged into a multi-viewer, so that's how we're kind of seeing this all at once. And the multi-viewer is plugged into my capture card. That was like 20 seconds into your explanation. You control your Switch using the PC. No. These are controllers that go into the Switch, and these 3 switches are plugged into an HDMI device that lets me see more than 3 screens at once. And then that multi-viewer device is plugged into my capture card. If I could grind this hard, I'd be big brain and rich by now. Okay, so my fucking CPU teammate just died because he didn't take the Lilligant. 3x capture cards going on. Yeah, I'm solo playing as 3 players. This is a 4-player mode, and I have 1 dumbass CPU teammate. If I didn't have these other 2 switches, I'd have 3 dumbass CPU teammates. That's why I need the 3. So I'm killing this Tapu Fini with 3 different guys. And it's like, I spent the last 7 months kind of just perfecting this procedure and trying to understand how the randomized paths work, because it's kind of like a roguelike, kind of vaguely like a roguelike. All of the moves of the 250 rentable Pokemon, they're all kind of fixed. So I built this just to kind of like learn and get more comfortable. I mean, wait, this is why you built the tool? Yes. This is why I built this. So you could build 3 builds. Yeah, and it's just like, I'm trying to like especially at the beginning, I was like trying to learn. I'm like, fuck, I don't have enough time, because like when you're playing a multiplayer, there's like timers. You only have 15 seconds to choose whether or not you want to take it. So then you have to figure out which of your 3 screens you want to take it. Otherwise, you have to depend on 3 teammates who may be CPUs or maybe human people you can't talk to over the internet. And like, you don't know who's the best one to take it. Anyways, so I've already caught Tapu Fini on the bottom 2 switches, but I didn't catch Tapu Fini on Tina's Switch, which is like now how I can like sort of decide, okay, let me decide which ball I want to use, because like you only get like a handful of Aper balls at a given time, right? So anyways, it's like black, but I've already caught like these Tapu Finis in luxury balls, so maybe I'll just throw a beast ball. Why not? And then the hope is that we hit our 1 in 100 chance of hitting the shiny. It's kind of efficient to save millions at a huge organization. Think of the shareholder value. Should take a break for streaming. Sorry, that wasn't for Spaceballs. Oh, yeah, I did take a break. I took a break for 7 months doing this. All right. In the meantime, on these other 2 screens where we did win, but then we already caught the legendary, we just got... Oh, hey! I got a shiny Berserker. You can tell because there's those little sparkles on the bottom left, or middle left. I got a shiny Berserker. It's kind of sick. So I hit my 1 in 100 on that. So I got the shiny Berserker. Now let's take a look. Oh, shit. Let's take a look at this one that I just caught here. Alright, so no shiny Tapu Fini, which is to be expected. It's hard to hit on shiny legendaries just because you have to beat it. And then also, you know, it's 1 in 100. So that's cool that I got the shiny Berserkers. It's pretty sick, so I'm going to take that one. And then otherwise, it's like you don't have to take one, but also you shouldn't take the legendary. I shouldn't take the shiny, or I shouldn't take the Tapu Fini if it's not shiny, because you only get one per, you know, game save. So like, if you don't take the shiny, but you take a non-shiny, then it's like you don't get a chance again. So I'm not going to take anything. This one I'm not going to take it because I have all these Pokemon already. I've filled the dexes on all these. What's the website thing you got in the middle? This is a app I vibe coded to kind of help me. Oh, what the heck? An app I vibe coded to help me figure out how to strategize against the opponents that I play against in this mode. Do I keep a record? Yes. So now I can just, when I say yes, I can go back and do Tapu Fini all the time. Because if I don't do Tapu Fini, it would just be a random legendary. And the thing is, like, at this stage, because I've caught all the legendaries other than Tapu Fini on Tina's Switch, like, it just throws you a random one, and then you're not even going to be able to catch it because you've already caught it. And I've already caught all of these as shinies. So, okay, Hammer Brother, let me explain again. It's the same number of capture cards. It's just that they're all going into a $40 device called a multi-viewer. And then that singular multi-viewer device just outputs to anything, like a TV, a monitor, or a capture card. And then like it kind of displays it in this thing. So now, this is not an actual capture card, but you know, like this is my capture card that has like 4 different inputs, which is ridiculous, right? Because now you're seeing 7 screens. Yeah. So what's the advantage of doing all this work? Are you trying to capture something rare? I don't play this game. Yes. So there's legendaries, right? You know of legendary Pokemon. So those are rare, right? But then there's also the concept of shinies, like shiny Pokemon, which are just rare versions of any Pokemon. So what I'm trying to do is capture rare versions, like the shiny versions of the legendaries. And so those are just typically very, very challenging to just get. Just because you only get one of them, you can't like increase your odds by or anything by seeing more. You have a better chance doing this multi-setup? Yeah, because well, what I was doing before the multi-viewer was like I'd have like all 3 physical switches like in front of me. And then like I'd be playing them like with the like I'm playing them all standing up, and then I'd be doing this with the Joy-Cons. And then I realized I could kind of, you know, optimize it by doing something like this. Again, taking the grips off of this Joy-Con grip, like the actual handle things, and then velcroing on 2 of these mini controllers. So this was my last 7 months. If you guys were wondering where I was, I got tired of doing giveaways and getting asked about the Blue Ridge. And I was like, I have something better I could be doing, like catching all 66 available non-event shiny legendaries throughout the last 3 generations of Pokemon. So if you think this thing is crazy, what's even crazier was that I was simultaneously playing 3. So I was playing these 3 copies of Pokemon Sword and Shield, but also at the same time playing 3 simultaneous copies of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. so that I could also continue getting more shiny legendaries using an alternate method. Two of the 3DSs were Tina's. Alright, however, thanks for dropping everybody off here. Good seeing you again. But yeah, no tech repair streams. I'm just gonna be doing these keyboard builds. I have a lot in my backlog here, so. Anyways, let's look at this. So this is what I was using. Was this input redirection application that you use against jailbroken 3DSs, where I could soft reset just at the click of a button all 3DSs at once. And then yes, Klex is also playing all 6 of these games at once while watching anime. If you guys want to look here, I'll look at my Crunchyroll history. You guys want to look at my Crunchyroll history together? I feel you, man. I used to game a lot. I used to play against cheaters constantly, so I gave up and started profiting off of the problem and started selling shovels. Who is that? What happened here? Stan LaFresh, thank you for the follow. Let's look at his history. Alright, so... I can't really... Oh, here. So lately I've been watching Kaguya-sama Love is War. Let's see. I've watched a couple episodes of The World God Only Knows. I've also been watching this. This one just kind of has been... I think this just came out, completed a season, but the dubs haven't. Watari-kun's Asterisks is about to collapse. I'm watching that. I've been watching like a couple episodes of Gintama, but apparently there's like hundreds of these. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, I was watching Keijo. You guys watch Keijo? It's definitely like a Gooner anime, where it's a sport. It's a pool sport where you have to knock each other off with your boobs or your butt. Great anime. Sports anime? Yes. Excellent anime. I literally gave up on competitive gaming. I think at the moment Valorant is the only good game. I've been playing Splatoon, but just not as much because I've been mostly playing Pokemon. I was watching this. My First Girlfriend is a Gyaru. It's not very good. Like that was a very weak Gooner anime. Lazarus Butler. This one was great. Holy shit. There's this. I was watching this mostly alone, but then I tried showing it to Tina. And then like right when I was showing it to Tina, the scene happened where the guy pulled a thread, like a loose thread off of someone's dress. Like it was just like a little tight, like on her little strap. He pulled a string, and then the entire dress flew off, and then her boobs popped out. And she's like, "Oh my god, why are you watching this?" Great anime, Lazarus Butler, very good. Bunny Girl Senpai. I was really into Bunny Girl Senpai. Great anime. I think there's supposed to be like one more movie yet. One more movie left. Watched a couple episodes of Mob Psycho. Yeah, so I was just watching all this anime. Like, this thing just keeps going and going. Higehiro is also kind of creepy. Like icky. Finished Dragon Ball Super. I was watching Rent-A-Girlfriend. It's not very good, but I can't stop watching it. A couple of Cuckoos. That one's like first 6 episodes were good, but then it's like, yeah, it kind of fell off after that. Watched Demon Slayer with Tina. Tina's super into Demon Slayer. I usually don't like anime, like action anime. I guess it's not really for me. I like these like romance, slice of life, Gooner, like I don't know, things that are more like modern realistic. I'm not big into action or like stuff that's set in the distant past. Skipping Lower is pretty good. That was a good slice of life anime. Prison School. Oh, you guys watch Prison School? Prison School is great. Great Gooner anime. Orange was good. It was like a romance, but like suspense, like time travel, science fiction. Every one of that mangaka's works is a freaking trip. Orange or Prison School? Prison School is peak. Thank you. Thank you, Stanley Fresh and Klexus. Thank you. I like a pretty decent cross session. I can do Demon Slayer as much as I can do, say, Mushishi. What else we got here? Oh, how heavy are the dumbbells you lift? That's actually a pretty good sport anime. I don't know if you call it sports. I think it's sports. Caught up on Dan to Dan. Oh, My Dress Up Darling. My Dress Up Darling is great. I love My Dress Up Darling. That's a great anime. Is that romance? I guess you count that as romance, right? Oh, sorry. I'm like not listening to any music here. Horimiya? Horimiya is horrible. I didn't even finish that. This is this is not a good anime. I don't know. I don't like it. It's just, it feels like I'm watching a bunch of nothing. And I'm just like, why am I even watching this? Oh, Mieruko-chan. That one's really good. It's like a horror gooner. Dress Up Darling is a sign-in, but arguably out shoujo's actual shoujos. Okay. Okay, like I watched like the first episode of Haikyuu. Okay, so my problem with some anime, like sports anime, and like I think there's like other kind of genres that are similar to sports anime, is like I don't really like the education dumping. Like I just like I'm not a big fan of like I watched the Slam Dunk movie, and I'm like, oh my god, they're stopping to tell you everything. I mean, I guess that's kind of like My Dress Up Darling is kind of like that, where they're like teaching about cosplay, but I feel like Dress Up Darling is just like Dress Up Darling is just written well. I think How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift is also really written well. But like it's hard for me to watch these. I'm just like, oh my god. Like I know that I don't know that much about, volleyball, for example. Like I know I don't know, but like I don't like this being like thrown in my face. Maybe I would have if I was like younger, like if I was, still like a kid. I don't know. Maybe I was just weird. I don't know. Oh, I watched the Junji Ito collection. I like the creepiness of it, but it's like it's not good, but I like it. Similar to Rent a Girlfriend. It's not that good, but I like it. Education dumping is quintessential in a lot of anime. Haikyuu is no exception, but stick with it. It's really good, so good. I thought it would spoil me against all other sports anime till I watch Blue Lock. I don't know. I just like Keijo. I need my education dumping anime to be Gooner anime at the same time. Oh, Mushoku Tensei. That one was pretty good too. I heard it's like, especially the manga is like really like creepy and icky, but like the anime is pretty good. Except I did not like I did not like the ending of this. I mean, I guess it's like I guess it's like expected because it's a like a harem, but like I didn't like how they did it. I didn't like the last couple episodes on season 2. And I'm just like, man, they shouldn't have done that. This shouldn't have been written this could have been written better. Actually, I'm realizing now that all of this stuff is... We're going back to before I stopped streaming. So, you guys... I think I already mentioned Mushoku Tensei to you guys, but Konosuba, I love Konosuba. Konosuba is excellent. The dub is excellent. I think the dub... The dub is... I think the dub is better than the original. Like, just how they treat darkness. Like, okay, let me explain this. I don't think they... Okay. The dub improved, like, the treatment of darkness, whereas just, like, the whole, that one line, that famous line, where it's like, you wish to defile me. Like, I don't think that was conveyed, at least when I'm, like, reading the subs. Hard disagree? Have you seen Konosuba subbed? Is that... And then, like, you think that the Konosuba subbed version is better than the dub? Dude, I used to read Mushoku Tensei and stopped. When I saw the anime trailer, I was shocked. I was like, how in the world? Oh, I think I'm getting impressed now. Something like Eromanga Sensei is Murder Speed. I guess. I ain't dealing with the rest of the dub just for one aspect to be improved. No, I mean, I think that the way that they localized Konosuba comedically for, like, an American audience is excellent. Like, I think it's so good. And I don't doubt that I would think that the show is hilarious, like, if I watched it subbed. I don't doubt that. I just think that, like, it's so fucking good in English. Like, it's just so good. And I'm just very specifically speaking on Konosuba. I can't say the same thing about every other anime, obviously, but very specifically Konosuba is very good English. I've been watching, like, some anime across other platforms, but like, Hulu's been putting on, like, some anime here and there, and then, like, sometimes they take it off too. Like, lately they just put on Lovely Complex, which is a young romance anime between, like, a tall girl and a short boy. It's pretty good, I think. It's interesting because it's like it's like a 15 to 20-year-old anime that they only just recently did the dub of. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. I don't know. Like, is that common, where it's like they don't do the dub till way later? Did you ever watch Chained Soldier? I feel like I've heard of it, but I haven't. I don't know much about this. Like, I've heard the name, I think. I'll save these. Do you read Korean manhwa? It's the wave right now. I don't read that much. I mostly just watching because I'm just playing games at the same time. I don't know how common that is. It sounds unusual though. Yeah. I don't know. That's what I've been up to. Anime and 6 games at a time. Maybe I'll bring the 3DSs at some point, and then we can show you exactly what my flow was. I don't know, maybe I could have been a Pokemon streamer for the last 7 months, but I feel like I would have lost all you guys. I lost all you guys either way. I also didn't explain, like, during the Dynamax adventures, if any of your Pokemon die 4 times, like, including, like, the CPU teammates, you're out. Like, you don't get to continue. You only get to choose from what you caught. So it's like sometimes you don't even get the legendary. Very stupid. Anyways, I'm done. I'm done streaming. Alright, let's see who's online. We got Yoon Froggy. Yoon Froggy's on right now. Have you watched Easygoing Territory Defense? I have not. Let me save. I'm saving all these names right now. And then I'll see how much I possibly could enjoy them. The heck? I think I just lost some of my tabs. Use Chopstick. Hey, use Chopstick. Welcome, but also good night. All right, we'll leave these on just because it's fun to look at this. 7 screens. All right. Let's see. So Yoon Froggy's in the lead for raid. But I'm checking now to see if there's anyone else on my list. Also, maybe I'll look up the keyboards. Makers and crafting. I don't know if there's any other new keyboard streamers streaming at this hour. Scrolling through. Yeah, I don't know if I see any keyword streamers or if I'm missing something. All right, let's just raid Yoon Froggy. Okay. I think I'm gonna be sticking to the schedule of streaming once a week. I think for now it might be Thursday. I think schedules, you guys, I think people generally like schedules, right? You'll tune in on Thursdays if you know that's like, you know, the day that your streamers stream, right? So maybe I should just stick to a schedule, but you know, chances I might not be able to, then I'll stream another day-ish. You know, I don't know, we'll see. But probably gonna be back next Thursday. For the time being. And we'll see how things go. But all right. Throw a dart at a calendar and a clock. Okay. All right. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the F1 and the Dynamax stuff. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.